In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to factor trinomials with a leading coefficient larger than 1 using grouping and greatest common factor. Starting with the example of 6x squared plus 7x minus 3, the first thing you want to do is check for any greatest common factors among all three terms. Because this doesn't have any greatest common factors, we're going to start by multiplying the leading coefficient with the last term, 6 times negative 3. Which gives negative 18. Now we want to consider all the numbers that multiply to give us negative 18 and add to give us positive 7. All the numbers that multiply to give us negative 18 are listed here. Which one of these numbers multiply to give us negative 18? Of these numbers, we want to pick the pair that adds to give us positive 7, which would be negative 2 and positive 9. So we're going to break up positive 7x and rewrite it as negative 2x plus 9x. Bring down your leftover terms, 6x squared and negative 3. Now we can factor out a greatest common factor from 6x squared minus 2x, and the greatest common factor would be 2x. And if you divide out a 2x, then you're left with 3x minus 1. Next, we can factor out a greatest common factor from 9x and negative 3, which would be positive 3. And if you divide out a positive 3 from 9x minus 3, you're left with 3x minus 1. Next, we can factor out 3x minus 1, and then we're left with 2x plus 3. So the factored form of 6x squared plus 7x minus 3 is 3x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. Our next example is 3x squared plus 1x minus 2. So we're going to start by multiplying the leading coefficient 3 with the ending term negative 2. We have negative 6. And now we want to find all the factors of negative 6 to see which of these factors can be added to give us positive 1. Let's list the factors of negative 6. Of these factors, the pair that adds to give us negative 1 is negative 2 and positive 3. So we're going to rewrite positive 1x as negative 2x plus 3x. Bring down your remaining terms, 3x squared minus 2. Now we can factor out a greatest common factor from 3x squared minus 2, and the greatest common factor would be x. So if we divide out an x from 3x squared minus 2x, then we're left with 3x minus 2. Next, we can factor out a greatest common factor from 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2 has no greatest common factor other than 1, so we'll just factor out a 1 and we're left with 3x minus 2. Next, we can factor out the 3x minus 2 and we're left with x plus 1. So the factored form of 3x squared plus 1x minus 2 is the product of the two binomials 3x minus 2 times x plus 1. Here are some extra practice problems that you should pause the video and try solving using the grouping method and greatest common factor. To see the solutions and step-by-step answers to solving these practice problems, click here. To see more math tutorials like this one, click here. Thank you for watching.